All right, guys, we are back continuing our coverage of MLB baseball and continuing with our look at WHIP and how it corresponds with the kind of plays that you should or should not be making on a daily basis. We got Joe Gavazzi back on the line, and today we're going to take a look at WHIP as it pertains to maybe some home and away splits. How are we doing today, Joe?
We're doing great, Matt. Doing great, and very anxious to share with the viewers the information that we've discovered in our latest research on the WHIP.
All right, it's great. We got a lot of questions, a lot of feedback on the YouTube comments, so, we're going to listen to you guys. This is what we're going to look at today. So, Joe, what did you find from all this research that we did?
Well, I put out articles on good and bad WHIPs at the end of May. Matt, you took it a step further and did some splits with day, night, and home and away. So I may have taken it a little bit further with the home and away splits and authored an article here called Splitting the WHIP, in which we've looked at the home road splits and found out just where the money can be. Now, I want to caution you guys, it's very easy to hang on to just one handicapping aspect of a Major League Baseball game. Being comfortable with one thing is good, and it's a good indicator, but we have to use all of the tools available to us. In the weeks ahead, I'll be looking at other aspects, other metrics of baseball, and we'll be looking at how to put them all together into one formula. But Matt, I want to ask you, in the research that you did on these splits, was there anything that you drew as a conclusion from them?
First of all, looking at most of these, they were relatively consistent with the splits for just a regular WHIP. For these guys at, what are they, under 1.10 WHIPs, you're looking at mid 50%, low 60%. However, I did notice that there's a big jump when they're away, looking at above 70% for that. What do you make of that?
Well, I think that if we look further into the chart I gave you, which is the 32 players who, for the year to date, with a minimum of 5 starts, have a 115 WHIP or less, we find two things. One, we find that unlike the 115, which has been the cutoff point in years gone by, the cutoff point is now 110 or less. In fact, any starting pitcher with a minimum of 5 starts and a 110 WHIP has an over 63% team record games started winning percentage, which boosts up to over 67% on his personal win-loss decisions. So I took it a step further and isolated the home and away pitchers out of that group. Well, the home pitchers were, again, much better if the WHIP was 110 or less, but the real money came with the road pitchers. Now, only half of our 1632 pitchers qualified with road WHIPs of 110 or less, but the results were beautiful. Remember, I'll sum it up for you right here. Any Major League Baseball starting pitcher with a WHIP of 115 or less for the year to date, 5 or more starts, and has a road WHIP of 110 or less, when he pitches on the road, his team's record in his game started is now 58-20. A phenomenal, nearly 75% winning performance. Got to look at those every day as you do your handicapping. And remember, however, to use the other factors that you know about Major League Baseball games when completing your play.
Absolutely. 75%, very, very good numbers for your daily plays. And hey, remember, just something on the side, guys, about 6 or 7 of these guys are playing tonight, about 3 of them on the road, so something to take a look at. Joe, I want to thank you for helping me out with all this research that we were doing.
My pleasure, Matt. And again, like you said, there are 3 plays out there on the card tonight with those road pitchers and less than 110 WHIP. Look at the chart first, find out who those guys are, then go to your Major League Baseball schedule today. You may have a big winning night.
All right, guys, and we're going to have the links to this chart underneath the video. And remember, you want us to look at some more different things, look at some more metrics, let us know in the comments, and we will definitely take a look at that for you. And as always, keep checking back with us at sportsbookreview.com for your daily winning picks and plays.